What's up YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's network for Vikavolt V versus ADP Zacian in the Ultra Prism Through Darkness ABLAZE standard format. You can find deck lists for each of these decks on my channel, and also updated versions of the lists, the exact lists used in this video, and also deck analysis and card reasonings on my Patreon. Links to all of that are in the description down below, as well as information on the Atlas POG 2020 tournament coming up later this month. Before we get into the match, shout out to PotownStore.com, the best place for you to get PTCGO codes. Use code CELIO for 5% off. You can find links to that and also my TCG player affiliate link in the description down below. Now let's get into the match. So I'll be on the left piloting Vikavolt V, and my mom, Joan, is on the right piloting ADP Zacian. She won the coin flip, and she'll be going first. Now, choosing first or second is tricky here, because going first is definitely the more conservative option for ADP Zacian, but Vikavolt V also wants to go second. So on their first turn, you can get the item lock. But I think it's a fair choice to go first as ADP Zacian. Here she uses Energy Spinner to grab a water energy out of the deck. And here comes a quick ball for the ADP. So if I let her get set up, ADPZ kind of just runs through my deck. So the turn 1 item lock is very important, and keeping it from there on out is very important. So here I Stellar Wish, and the only option there is a boss's order. Definitely not what I would like to see there. I was probably hoping for a quick ball, something a little bit better, maybe a Guzmahala. Not sure exactly what's in my hand. Just Cynthia Caitlyn. And this is actually better for me than the Stellar Wish was, because I get a quick ball off of that Cynthia and Caitlyn tag team. So I'm going to be able to quick ball for a Dedenne and try to keep my game going. Or keep my turn going, I should say. Because like I mentioned, turn 1 item lock is this deck's goal, and especially versus ADP Zacian, if I don't get the turn 1 item lock, she can just explode with Metal Saucers, go Alter Creation, have a Zacian already set up, or mostly set up for next turn, and then from there my item lock isn't going to do much, and she's just going to win the game in a couple turns. So I have to try to aggressively go for this turn 1 lock. So I attached a Toughness Cape to my Vikavolt V, which might have been a misplay. It might be better just leave that spot open for Giant Bomb. So I draw with the Dedenne, and here I get Coco Prism, and then I have Speed Energy to attach. So I believe I need a Switch or a Skateboard off of this Speed Energy. So I attach the Speed Energy, draw 2, and there is the Switch. And I also get a Vikavolt to put down, so that works perfectly. I might only have 1 energy in the discard pile, though. Yeah, I only have 1 energy, but that still works out pretty well. So I get the turn 1 lock. Unfortunately, I didn't get the full value out of Tapu Koko Prism, but I was able to swing 80 into that Zacian with Electro Power, and force her to have exactly Bird Keeper in her hand, or Malolana, and she has Bird Keeper. So that really sucks for me. She's able to just play Bird Keeper, switch, draw 3, Alter Creation, and it's like I didn't even do anything. So now my deck feels very underwhelming, unfortunately, because she was able to get the turn 2 Alter Creation off. If she did not have Bird Keeper, then she would not be able to play Switch or a Skateboard to get that Zacian out of there. So, kind of lucky on her part that she had the Bird Keeper, but Bird Keeper is a good card, and exactly for this reason in the Vikavolt V matchup. So Guzmahala for Speed Lightning, Giant Bomb, and Thunder Mountain. So this is where, like I said, the Giant Bomb would have been great to have on that active Vikavolt V, but unfortunately I attached the Toughness Cape, which the Toughness Cape is good if she wasn't able to get Altered Creation off, and then she can only Brave Blade for 230. But because she has already Altered Creation, it's not going to matter too much. Oh, now this is really, really good for her. She's able to just boss up the Dedenne and swing Altered Creation, and she has a Zacian set up on the bench now. So, unfortunately for me, I had to play that Dedenne down, and she has the boss's order ready to go. Now she has a full-powered Zacian, an ADP in the active that's fairly hard for me to knock out, and she only needs to knock out one more Pokemon. But I do have Boss's Order in my hand here. So yeah, Boss's Order comes down on the Zacian that has all that energy, play Thunder Mountain, Electropower, and swing with Super Zap Cannon, Vikavolt V's second attack, for 190 plus 30 with the Electropower to knock out the Zacian V, because she would just win next turn, almost certainly. Yeah, she would just have to retreat. So yeah, she would win next turn if I didn't do that. But now she can play items, which is not great. So, double Metal Saucer comes down. Oh, Bird Keeper. And I think she has Energy Switch in her hand for the last energy. Yep. So, knockout, and she takes 3 prizes due to Altered Creation GX. And unfortunately, that's the end of game 1. Pretty quick game, explosive game from ADP. As long as they have those supporters in hand when they need them, or they can Dedenne or Crobat or even Eldegoss for the supporters, ADP can actually have a pretty smooth time against Vikavolt. So we're going into game 2. This time I start with that Absol on my bench, which can definitely be a pain. Especially if she's able to get an escape board for the Jirachi, then she'll also need an energy on the Jirachi to retreat because of Absol. So she has a pretty normal turn 1, attach, Stellar Wish for Marnie, pass. She doesn't get to play items, which is huge for us. So she does not get to play items, that's a really big deal. And here I Guzmahala away an Eldegoss and a Guzmahala to get my Thunder Mountain Speed Energy and Giant Bomb. So I speed to draw 2 cards. I have Thunder Mountain. And I swing 50 into the Jirachi. So Stellar Wish into the Bird Keeper again. So she Stellar Wishes into Bird Keeper, and she has it for the turn 2 Altered Creation. 2 games in a row. Bird Keeper MVP. That's what you should take away from this game here, or this whole match actually. So yeah, Bird Keeper to switch and draw 3 in Altered Creation. So she's not doing anything too flashy here. She's just switching and using Altered Creation, setting up her game plan. So I'll attach Giant Bomb, and I think I Guzmahala there. Did I Quick Ball? No, I Quick Balled. Okay. So Quick Ball for Jirachi after attaching Giant Bomb. And here's another Quick Ball for a second Vikavolt V. That Bird Keeper's too powerful. And I'll Marnie here, putting her down to 4. I get 5. And did I whiff an energy here? Yeah, I whiffed an energy attachment, so that's going to come back to hurt me later on in the game. Right now, that extra energy doesn't matter, but having it ready to go later on is a big deal. So there she uses Aranguru's Primate Wisdom. And she's gonna boss up the Raichu, so my Giant Bomb doesn't matter. So boss up Raichu and Intrepid Sword. So she's gonna see if she can stall me for a turn. But I think I already have Switch in hand. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have Switch. So Cynthia Caitlin away the boss's order, and I grab a Marnie and draw 3. And I'll switch. Attach Giant Bomb. And I'm still missing energy. That's 2 turns in a row without energy. And something to notice, there I had a Giant Bomb on my Vikavolt, and she just kind of was like, alright, Intrepid Sword, pass. Like, she didn't even, like, the Giant Bomb didn't even affect her. And here again, I have Giant Bomb, so let's see what I can do with it here. And she just Intrepid Swords again. And because of the low damage output of Vikavolt V, and because I'm whiffing energies, it doesn't even matter. She's just chilling. So she's whiffing attack after attack. I'm whiffing energy attachments. We'll have to see which one ends up mattering the most. So another Marnie, and are you kidding me? I still don't have energy. Still no energy. That's really unlucky. So I guess with that Cynthia Caitlin last turn, I could have gotten a Guzmahala instead of a Marnie, so I could get a guaranteed speed energy. But with a deck as small as I have, and I've only used 1 speed energy, and I think I have maybe 1 lightning in the discard pile, I thought I would be able to draw into energy a little easier than this. But yeah, variance is showing its ugly side for me right now. So she gets to use items. Here comes down Cherish Ball. Cherish Ball for the old Dedenne GX. Yeah, so this has been a really uneventful game. Unlike the game 1 where she just kind of popped off and I was at the mercy of Alter Creation. Here I am whiffing energies left and right, and even though I was able to establish that early item lock and keep it for a few turns, it looks like she's going to be able to do some damage here. So Great Catcher up the Raichu, which probably wouldn't be the play I go for personally, but it's interesting. So she saw that I just burned a switch, and that Raichu has 2 retreat. Thunder Mountain's gone. Counter Gain isn't active. I only have 1 energy on the board. So she's just going to swing into that Raichu, make me burn another switch potentially. So I'm going to tag call here. Looks like for nothing. And now she has 2 Zacians with 2 energy apiece. So I switch the Raichu into the Vikavolt V. I Electro Power, and then Marnie. And I got an energy finally. And look at that, it's a speed energy. But first I'm going to Quick Ball away Lightning and thin out my deck. And then I'll attach that speed energy to draw some cards. So then draw 2. only one lightning in there, I think, so I don't want to use Coco yet. And so I'll just swing 80 on to the ADP, which now has 180 damage on it. Keep in mind, ADP has +1 retreat because of Absol, so she cannot just hard retreat directly into a Zacian right now. She's also under item lock. So she's just going to Ultimate Ray again here. No knockouts taken yet. Keep that in mind. This game 2 has been going on for almost 10 minutes now, I think. No knockouts yet. A lot of damage building up all around the board, though. And she has 2 very threatening Zacians over there that are probably going to be almost impossible for me to deal with. I think my game plan here is I have to one-shot one of them and then maybe, like, paralyze the other, but because of all those energy whiffs, it's going to be nearly impossible. Coco Prism is finally happening, and I only have 1 measly energy. And I think I might just have to use that Coco Prism right now, because I don't think I have... I think I have to, like, use a Dedenne here or something to try to draw into more energy. So I think I have to clear up that bench space, which is why I'm using it for just the 1. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So ADP has 100 HP left. Okay, but I'm not even going for the ADP, right? I need to take care of these Zacians. So, Boss, Electropower, Dedenne. And I attach Return here with the basic Lightning. And I attach this Counter Gain to Vikavolt, but I think I needed to attach that Counter Gain to Raichu or hold it in my hand. Oh no, I know what I'm doing. So here I need to... So I got the knockout on the first Zacian, now I have to get through the next one. She's going to knock out this Vikavolt likely with the Zacian, and then I will have to item lock 50. She can't attack next turn because of Brave Blade's ability, and she can't use Switch. Retreat also costs 3, and she won't... If she pays all 3 to retreat it, that's going to be really rough for her to get that energy back on under item lock. So I kind of hope that I can get the Zacian stuck there for a turn while hitting 50 item lock, and then follow up with a paralysis, but I actually can't do that because I believe I'm only playing 1 Counter Gain in this current list. So I don't think I can do that. Whiffing all those energies just really made my lines of play fairly limited here. And of course she can use items here because I used Super Zap Cannon last turn. There's the knockout, and she has the Metal Frying Pan. That is just probably the nail in the coffin here. So Speed, Lightning Energy, draw 2, Counter Gain is active. I'll Stellar Wish here and I get the stamp, so I can stamp her down to 3. I think she only has 4 or 5 cards in hand, but I can still stamp her down to 1 less. She also just took 3 prizes, so maybe some cards she wanted that were prized were now in her hand, so I'll shuffle those. And then item lock for a very measly 20 damage due to the Metal Frying Pan. Yeah, 20 damage. That does not hurt too much. And she Primate Wisdoms. Oh no, what's she doing? She's retreating. There goes 3 energy. Looking good. But she has Boss's Order. Wouldn't you know it? For game on the Raichu. with the ADP. She also could have knocked out the Dedenne there with Ultimate Ray. And that's game 2, and ADPZ ends up winning the set versus Vikavolt V. So in my testing so far, that's how a lot of the games have gone. Of course, whiffing all those energies with Vikavolt V was pretty unfortunate, but ADPZ is generally able to be the aggressor in that matchup, since Vikavolt V usually does play a fairly passive game plan. And if ADPZ is able to play through the item lock, then they usually just win. Even though Vikavolt V does have Electropower and Thunder Mountain and these tools in pre-rotation standard format, it's not usually enough versus ADPZ. But sometimes you can get them trapped up there early game, which I wasn't able to do because she had the Bird Keeper. So switch effects that are not an item card are very, very useful versus Vikavolt V. Something you might want to keep in mind. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the match. Like I said, you can find previous versions of these decks on my channel, links down below, and the most updated versions are on my Patreon, which you can become a patron for $3 for articles, videos, monthly deck advice, things like that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to go click that button and hit the notification bell. Tons of Darkness Ablaze content is coming soon. I mean, Darkness Ablaze content has been coming, and there's much more to come. So be sure you're subscribed and hit like if you enjoyed the video. Check out PotownStore.com for all of your PTCGO needs. Use code Celio for 5% off Darkness Ablaze codes. If they're not there, they will be soon. And hope you had a good time watching this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.